And of course, we have a presidential election. That's always sort of the big headline this time of year, but that's not the only race that's happening. There are lots of down-ballot races, state legislative races, local races. Right now, Republicans control both the state House and the state Senate, but there are some competitive races. Kyle, what races are you watching as we head into Election Day at the state legislative level?
Well, that's an important point to make because, you know, the closer you are to the folks at home, the more impact you have on their lives. And we're looking at a number of races, particularly in the metro Atlanta area in Gwinnett and Cobb. We're looking at House District 48. We're looking at where we've got Laura Mervartian, who is an endorsed candidate of ours, who's running against Scott Hilton. We've got Senate District 48, where we have Ashwin Ramaswamy, who's running against Sean Still, who's got a kind of complicated reputation right now because of his involvement in the aftermath of the last election. We're also looking at Michelle Kang, who's running against Matt Reeves in Gwinnett County, where the diverse coalition that elected Joe Biden, and we believe will probably elect Kamala Harris, is looking for, we believe, new representation. And Michelle Kang, you know, on the Impact Fund side, certainly is someone we have been supporting.
And Spiro, just to kind of pivot off of Zach's question, and with what you just said, one of those races, Sean Still, Ramaswamy, could be competitive, but then there's other races like in District 14 with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Sean Harris, who we'll be speaking with soon. How much of a needle does it move for them to kind of attach themselves to the top of the ticket or do their own thing?
I think the key to look at in those races, primarily in Fulton and Gwinnett County, is look at the presidential numbers and look at those state legislative races. I'm watching those House races. Right now, the Republicans have 102 seats to 78 seats for the Democrats. Republicans have controlled the General Assembly for the better part of 20 years now. They're not going to give that up very easily. Those margins have begun to shrink, but I know the leadership in both chambers is setting a priority on that. But I think look at those numbers in Fulton and Gwinnett on the state legislative races and the presidential race, and that's going to be a good barometer of where we are.
Absolutely. Well, 9 days to go. We will see. Gentlemen, thank you so much for all of your time. We hope to have you back soon.